Wow.
Bad sign.
That is a bad sign.
Match game.
Right. Okay, going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Today's Thursday, August 14th, 2025. It is currently 6:01 p.m. Ms. Stickney, will you call the roll?
Miss Berry,
Here.
Miss Casper,
Present.
Mr. Hammonds,
Present.
Miss Myers,
Here.
Mr. Vella.
Here. And Ms. Stickney, did we post the agenda in accordance with the Open Meetings Act?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Did we have any public comments?
No public comments.
All right. Mr. Hunt, Superintendent Spotlight.
Yeah, so this month we have a video that's kind of our intro video to the 25-26 school year that the communications department put together. And so we'll watch that.
There are moments in life that change everything. Not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply, powerfully, permanently. For many families, choosing Epic Charter Schools was one of those moments. More than a change of scenery, this was a change in trajectory. At Epic, it isn't just about grades, it's about growth. Not the next test, rather the next step. Because for many students, Epic is the difference they've always needed. And what they found was the way forward.
If this program didn't exist, I wouldn't be having high school diploma. I probably wouldn't be looking at colleges or a good job or anything. I just wouldn't be where I am today.
Some came after falling behind. Some came to get ahead. Some came just to be seen, heard, understood. And for all of them, Epic became the place where it all turned around.
I'd always kind of been an outcast as a kid. I didn't really fit in, and I was bullied. And we went to Epic, immediately learning how to be independent, how to do my own work, how to feel safe, and learning that school's not something scary or crazy or terrible, that I can actually be myself and love learning.
Many have been told, you don't fit. But at Epic, we believe education should fit you, your pace, your interests, your future.
We had heard a lot about Epic Charter Schools. It made it easier for me to play basketball and get more training because you can work at your own pace.
Epic has also allowed me to travel during school because on the road I can do my school anytime I need to.
When school adapts to the student, they become empowered. Confidence returns, curiosity reignites, and clarity illuminates new paths.
It's almost like I was jump-started. I was stuck, I was stagnant, and then I was just almost pushed into this forward-thinking mindset, and I was able to go at my own pace, but I was able to progress at rates I never thought were possible.
Epic is more than a school. It is a lifeline, a launch pad, a second chance, a fresh start, a defining decision. Every day, Epic students are discovering who they are and who they are becoming, not in someone else's shadow, but in the light of their own potential. Epic isn't just about remote learning, it's about real-life learning, giving students the tools to build something lasting, resilience, passion, and purpose.
I think joining Epic has really allowed me to take those more advanced courses. I will graduate with 50-some college credits, and I think has prepared me for college.
We've seen it again and again, the decision to enroll that changes the arc of a student's life. Because Epic isn't just a school they attend. It's a place that shapes who they become.
I'm very thankful for Epic for giving me not only a place to learn and grow, but also a place where I can just be myself.
When students choose Epic, they're not just picking a different school, they're making an investment in time, in trust, and in transformation. When students feel supported, when learning is personalized, the future opens wide. Choosing Epic isn't just a different way to do school. It's the choice that changes everything.
Yeah, so just to wrap that up, we do an intro video every single year to kind of give a summary of the previous year and just amazing clips of some of the amazing things that we experienced or that these kids experienced last year. So just happy to share it. I'm excited for the 25-26 school year.
Excellent. Thank you. Board committee reports. Mike, finance?
We discussed, in my opinion, the main focus was repayment of the loan and the schedule for that, and the fact that it's been already considered, built into our budget, and there should be no issues getting that line of credit paid off by the end of the year when it's due. That was something I thought was very important. And then we were shown some new dashboards that the team has created to track different markers. One of the things that they're looking at this year that it's my understanding they haven't in the past is cash flow and where we stand on that. So I left the meeting relatively happy, I guess I could say, confident that we're on a good path financially. So
excellent. Nominating.
We currently have 4 applications for board members. We have not had a chance to interview or basically look at them yet.
Okay. And then superintendent search.
I'll do this as well. I actually wrote something down because I feel this is a extremely important committee, and representing the board is Ginger Casper and myself as co-chairs. We decided early on that we wanted other voices in this committee, and so representing the administration, we chose Michelle Seibolt. Representing teachers, we have Jana Jensen, Destiny Gorgeous, and Jessica Fuller. In addition to the committee members, we're joined by Brandon Webb, Lynn Stickney, and Michaela Frick, who without their help, we wouldn't be able to take our ideas and our plans and get them accomplished. They're doing things behind the scenes for us that are very important and vital. The committee meets weekly and has already finalized our proposed timeline and the superintendent job description. This description will be posted soon, if it has not already been posted, Brandon.
It was posted yesterday.
Wonderful. In the coming days, all employees will receive an email with the timeline we are working on. Please keep in mind this will not be a quick process. We are committed to being thorough, deliberate, and making the best possible decision for our school and our students. We are also preparing a survey for the entire EPIC staff to help us understand the qualities and qualifications you believe are most important for the next superintendent. Your feedback matters, and the information collected from this survey will directly inform our decision-making process. So we encourage every employee to take the time, complete it, and submit it. This is your opportunity to have a meaningful voice in the selection process. Once the survey is completed, we will compile the top responses and share the summary with all employees so everyone can see the priorities identified by the staff. And we anticipate finalizing the survey next week and distributing shortly thereafter. So that's where we're at, and I hope everyone participates and submits these surveys because we are going to take them very seriously. Thank you.
Thank you, and I would echo the for all the employees, staff that those go to. If you're listening, please fill it out. We want to know what you think, and we're going to look at them. I say we as a collective, and it's very important to do so. So please do so.
And those surveys will be anonymous.
Where?
The surveys will be anonymous.
Sorry. Okay. Consideration and possible action to approve the employment of relatives and relationships workplace policy. Mr. Webb.
Yes, this is something that a few board members have been talking about for a while. I know there were some issues, some complaints that the board had received from our authorizers and from some of our current staff and perhaps from some of our former staff. So hopefully this policy will alleviate some of those concerns that have been presented. And the most important elements that I want to point out with this policy is this is not going to affect anybody who is currently with Epic, at least until next summer. We tried to give a long runway on this, where if it does end up affecting anybody, that won't happen until June 30 of next year. And this will give the board plenty of time to review the policy and just find out how many people it will impact and if we do need to make any changes. Now, what it will do immediately is it will be put in place where we do not hire or transfer anybody into a position that would offend this policy. So those are the two key points.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
and Mr. Vella.
Yes.
Next item, consideration and possible action to approve the board employment decisions policy. Also, Mr. Webb.
Once again, something that our authorizers have been asking about for quite some time. And this policy is going to put Epic on par with 509 other school districts in the state where the board has oversight over employment decisions. Certainly, there were issues with the budget, and part of those issues were a fear of overhiring staff, and the negative impact of that was having to part ways with a large number of staff. So this policy is going to make sure that the board is involved in that process, make sure we aren't overhiring, and make sure there really is a need if we do have to separate employment from our staff. Right now the threshold is going to be employees over $80,000. And one key component of this, there is a provision for exigent circumstances. If the school does need to part ways with an employee in an emergency, or if we have to hire an employee in an emergency, that can be done on a temporary basis. Now, we are going to notify the board chair before that action takes place.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, I will accept a motion to approve.
Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
Mr. Vella.
Yes.
Okay, next is the superintendent report. Mr. Hunt.
Yes, sir. So here we go. 25-26 school year about to start 1 week from today. 2025 aspirations. Next slide. So we've had our professional development over the course of the last 30 days since the last time that we've met as a board. So we had our administrative retreat where we had over 400 employees participating virtually. Each deputy gave a department update, and we had some breakout sessions on how to use AI, some of our programs, and which key performance indicators we were going to monitor this year, as well as a day in the life of an EPIC teacher. So that was one day, and then a couple weeks later, we had 4 different teacher PLCs, depending on which team they're on, which assistant superintendent they fall under. These were the week of August 4th. Again, some key performance indicators, some sharing of best practices. I was able to attend each of the 4, just reaching out to the teachers, letting them know that we're excited for the school year and letting them know that we understand that last school year was one that we'd like to forget, but keep the lessons learned. Mike, you were able to attend one of those teacher PLCs, and the team appreciated you being there and the wonderful questions that you asked. Site meetings. This is just a little bit of a snapshot of the site meetings that we were able to capture via our scheduler within PowerSchool. So as a total, we had over 47,000 total meetings scheduled within our scheduler. Now, each of those could be multiple students, or they could be individual student meetings. At our microsites, we had over 28,000 meetings that took place. And then on our partner sites, which are ones that we share with other places, we had over 19,000 meetings with students and teachers. So this is just one component that we feel is important and kind of the reason that we have sites all across the state of Oklahoma. Back to school virtual expos happened earlier this week. They were all recorded, and I don't know what the status of them being shared yet, but they will be shared, I believe, on the website for parents to be able to view them for those that weren't able to attend virtually live. But topics included curriculum, because all of our students have curriculum choices that vary, expanded class options, engaging clubs, programs, and organizations, as well as understanding the different EPIC learning models, whether that be our one-to-one or our comment model. And then a few other things that I did want to mention that I didn't make the slides. So this is the beginning of the school year, and we operate a lot differently than a traditional brick and mortar world would. So students, I would say that they register to come to school here, and then they meet with the teacher and complete what we call an ILP, which is an individualized learning plan. Once they complete that ILP, then they complete a learning fund order. After the learning fund order, then comes the creation of a schedule. So just to kind of give an update, we're a week to the day to when school starts. 93% of our students have a completed ILP. So that means our teachers have been across the state or even virtually meeting with 93% of our kids so far as of today. And that's over 25,000 of the near 27,000 students that those meetings have taken place. That's a lot of meetings that have already taken place. So teachers are already doing a great job of work. Last year on August 15th, okay, is when we started school. Last year on August 15th, the percentage was the same. 93% were complete. So we're already a week ahead of where we were last year in terms of ILP completion. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention were completed schedules. The scheduling process is a little bit different this year. We went to a more of an automated approach, but also there's an in-person touch by some of our graduation support managers. And it's kind of been an all hands on deck with some of the changes. But I'm pleased to report, as of today, a couple hours before this meeting, over 91% of the over 13,000 high school students that have a completed ILP and a learning fund order have a fully completed schedule. Okay, so this is a moving target. It's important to understand that. Today, we took in 157 new kids. That's a net positive. So that 157 kids now need an ILP, a learning fund order complete, and then a schedule. and we've been taking in about 120 to 150 students each day. So the moving target, keeps that denominator rolling. But anyway, this is growing at about 2 to 3% on average per day. So I know, 3-4 weeks ago or a month ago, I think schedules, the new process was a little bit of a question, but there's been a large team, the GSSs, some BA, some business analyst help, some technology department help, and I'm proud to report that we are over 91% complete with high school schedules. And that's what I have for the superintendent's update.
And I just wanted to point out too, you talked about over 27,000 students enrolled as of this point, and last year's we were at 24. So we haven't lost anybody. We're actually gaining people.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe in Michael's update, he's going to give. He may not have today's numbers. I may have cheated a little bit, but he's going to give an enrollment update probably as of a couple days ago.
Okay. Mr. Flory.
All right. Let's go to the next slide. So we're going to be looking at June 30 of 2025. And quick reminder, we have not closed out our books. So this is just a look at June 30 of 2025. So we had about $41 million with cash on hand. The line of credit we did draw, but right before break, $30 million. That wasn't needed to get through year end. I just wanted to make sure we had that cash on hand. Outstanding warrants, about $6.9 million. Revenue, almost $301 million. Expenses year to date, $297 million. So $4.2 million fund balance. Let's go to the next one. So this may be a little hard to read when Mike gave his committee report, the finance committee report. This is a snapshot from our dashboard. We really been working hard, data team, finance team, to bring more transparency to the finances. You can see up there our cash balance, $18.8 million, and actually as of today, our state aid payment hit, so our cash balance is sitting at $40 million. I wish I had a little pointer here. The green, you can see a revenue variance. And so the revenue variance is derived from this little chart kind of far down on the bottom. And so, Sean, if you have a mic where I can, yeah, there you go. This might be easier. And I can certainly give everyone access to this so you guys can dig into this. Is this thing on working? Okay. So the little bar here in July, you see $755 million. That was our expected revenue this month because we do not receive state aid. We actually received $3 million, and some of that is federal funding that we did not expect to receive this month. Our expected expenses were $18.8 million, and the actual were $13.4. And so, we're in this mode of managing our cash flow, of course, with the line of credit. So, and that's where, when you're looking at the revenue, you see the variance here in green. So green would be good. And then on the expense side, you can see the negative $5.384 million up there. And so that's the difference between what our expected expenses were versus what they actually were. And so we're going to continue to keep an eye, at a granular level to see how our cash flow is, our revenue, our expenses. And so this is evolving, but I just wanted to point out that, while it's a little hard to read, we're committed to bringing transparency and continuing to bring that to the finances. The rest I can leave there unless you guys have questions at the moment. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so yeah, Justin did get ahead of me, but our enrollment is trending in the right direction. So you guys can see last year, as of, I believe this was yesterday, 24,529 and 2425 on the same date. And then for this year, 26,400. So we're trending in the right direction with enrollment. And this is just really the same look at that, just so you guys can see the trend analysis with the lines. And so that's promising. And again, a reminder, we have budgeted on what's known, which is ASR October 1. Today, looking at the state aid allocations that came in, we actually did receive $1.7 million more than we were projecting. So that's positive movement. So August light, we're going to close out our finances by September 1, but that is kind of where things stand. So you guys have any questions? Yep.
Yes, that's my name. On that first slide, you had the cash balance of 41 million and then the line of credit of 30. Is the 30 included in the 41, or are we looking at 71?
It is.
It is included. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Sorry.
Okay. Ms. Casper, did you have a comment?
Oh, I'd like the dashboard. That was my comment.
Oh, okay. Moving on to the consent agenda, are there any items?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, 3C, just
Oh,
to
yes.
accept the.
Sorry. I would entertain a consideration to approve the financial statements ending June 30th, 2025.
I move that we approve the financial statements for June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
Mr. Bella.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Are there any of the agenda items labeled A through N that anyone would like to pull out to discuss? Hearing none, I will move or will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
Mr. Bella.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Webb, the next item is executive session.
Yes, if you choose to go in, if somebody wants to make a motion, if that's approved, we can go into executive session.
I move we adjourn to his executive session. Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
and Mr. Bella.
Yes.
Motion to reconvene.
Second.
Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
Mr. Bella.
Yes.
Statement of executive session. Only the board members, Justin Hunt and Brandon Webb, were in executive session. Only the items listed on the agenda were discussed. No votes were taken.
Okay. I will consider a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I wasn't ready for that. Sorry. Miss Berry,
Yes.
Miss Casper,
Yes.
Mr. Hammonds,
Yes.
Miss Myers,
Yes.
and Mr. Bella.
Yes.